Okay, so there's been like a debate going on into the DC community on whether or not Robert Pattinson's Batman should be in the DCU. Um, I just wanted to tell you where I sit in that. Like one side, they're like, "Yeah, that would be amazing. Come on, bring him in. Just quit dicking around and bring him in." And the other side's like, "No, no, he's in his own little thing. And that's Elseworlds. Like, let's see a Batman, a fantastical Batman, like in the DCU. Give us that." And I just wanted to tell you where I sit in this. Now, in the beginning, like let's circle back like over a year ago. I was open to the idea. Like, okay, that'd be cool if Robert Pattinson's Batman, like was teaming up with David Gordon Sweat's Superman and everything, like, let them be world's finest or whatnot. And I've seen fan photos and you can almost buy into that. But into what they're setting out for Batman in the DCU, where Damian Wayne's going to be put into the mix, and it's going to be him and like I'm having like his son as Robin, like when we were introduced to him in The Brave and the Bold. It's going to be very different timelines of Batman. Like in the Batman universe, Batman is like in like year two, like in the Batman movie, where he's still becoming experienced, and it's like year two of him being Batman. And I think more in the DC and in the DCU, I think he's been Batman for quite some time, and the Bat family has been established already. Like there's Dick Grayson was already Robin, and then so on and so forth. So that wouldn't really make sense, like for them to just go like, okay, Robert Pattinson. I know people were like, where James Gunn did say, yeah, like I considered the idea, and and then like we all know that Matt Reeves asked or requested like, can I just be separate from that? Can what I'm doing with Batman can I just be over here and I just do my own thing? And like when James Gunn announced that the DCU is coming, he confirmed that like projects like the Batman is going to be outside of the DCU. And now recently, like I know people were up in arms because like, oh, the Batman, we're not going to get the Batman Part 2 in this year, no, or 2027 or something like that. Like, oh no, oh no. And Matt Reeves recently confirmed that they're going to be filming the Batman Part 2 this year. It could be like at some point before the year's over, they'll already be in production. So maybe he'll need a bit time. There might still be filming by the time we head over to 2026, and then he has to put it together. I don't know. I feel like you can still pull off releasing it in 2026, like as you planned. You know what I mean? But the release date can still change. They can still change their minds and say, you know what, let's release it early. But, and then I think Matt Reeves also recently said, when they asked him like, oh, your version of Batman, being DCU, blah 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 blah. He was like, I don't know, like, it depends if it makes sense or not. Yet, like, I don't think he should have said that because people are looking too much into it, and I'm really not. I mean, yeah, you never know what happened. You never know where that could go. Where if they go into this overplayed out multiverse route that we've been getting for a couple years. Like, we need to step away from that. Especially, I think the DC should stay away from that for a good while. If they never went near it, I would be totally cool with that. But we kind of are when there's Elseworld stories. I mean, so there's that. But, I mean, I feel like Matt Reeves should have just vouched and like, like when James Gunn said that's Elseworlds, he could have just stepped in and said, yeah, second that. What I'm doing with Batman, it's Elseworlds. It's not a part of the overall DCU. But I don't know. I mean, that's where I sit in all of this. I feel like what Matt Reeves doing, like his vision, should stay over in its own lane, much like how Christopher Nolan's Batman was in its own lane. Like, You know, like, let that be the last time they do that with the character. And then when we are introduced to a Batman in the DCU, that's where it'll be a more fantastical route, and we'll just see who they cast in that role. I don't know who I would pick, and I'm holding back any excitement for Brave and the Bold for the meantime. I need to see casting and then go from there, and then I will likely share my thoughts on that. But until then, all my cards are in the basket for Superman. But yeah, I don't think Robert Pattinson's Batman should be in the mix, especially with what you want to do with Batman, introducing Damian Wayne and such. Like, I don't know. Just stick with what you've already were setting out to do with Batman. Like, okay, what Matt Reeves is doing, it's going to be over here in Elseworlds, over here, and what we're doing is going to be totally different. But yeah, that's what I gotta say. Where do you sit on this? Do you want Robert Pattinson to be in the DCU? Like, come on, just let it happen. Or do you agree with me? I don't know. Feel free to leave your comments. Yeah, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you thumb it up, click subscribe, notification bell, the whole shebang. You know the drill. And as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. So until then, take care.